Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the ACC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Ocha. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Going for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
Makes a move. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a
touchdown, no! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far this first half, they've done just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by a field goal over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They'll line up for a second down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
To the air. It's Glenn. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Going over the top. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive. Almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said.
Off he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Seminole.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown Sooners. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, easy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got time. They've got the lead. And, David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the draw. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Noles head it quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
To the air, it's Arnold. Got his man quickly. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Rides to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense, shift, and try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Ocha. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to... They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll run it from the gun. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Looking for space. It's Lucas. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Quick pass on the fly motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And on second down for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It's a draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 28 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believe in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Fires to the right. He's got it. And some room to work. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line gets set, 1st down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very